Welcome back to Lightskin Hour, everybody. I'm Taran Major, and here's what I gotta say. All right, it's a new month. All right, it's February of 2022. This episode title is gonna be Big Babies. The way that the world treats us whenever someone has a disagreement, the way that people respond to it, it's almost as if we're big babies. Are we all a bunch of big babies? Can I not form my own opinions? Why rob me from choice? So if I'm given something, right? If I'm giving a statement, right? From a news outlet, through social media, through a renowned person, an artist, an influencer, whoever it may be, do I not have the knowledge or the intelligence enough to come up with my own conclusion? Why do I need help from those said people and their subsidiaries, right? Why do I need Neil Young to remove his music from Spotify to make me feel bad about having Spotify because Joe Rogan's podcast says that whatever, misinformation about COVID, whatever, end quote. And it's just like, and then think about how the companies, like other, music streaming services such as Apple Music, for example, how they respond to it. It's not like they're responding to the cause. It's not like, Spotify's being so irresponsible right now. They have Joe Rogan sitting down here saying whatever it is that he wants to say. And, he's not violating our policies, so we're gonna let him keep talking, right? Then you have Apple Music over here when after Neil Young announces that he's removing his music catalog from Spotify, that oh whoa, I can't believe it, like honestly I don't even know who Neil Young is. I looked him up. I'm just like, it doesn't make a difference to me. Why? And then like look at how Apple Music talks about it, right? They have these playlists that say, we love Neil Young, here's his playlist, essentials, this and that, whatever. And it's like it's not like they're saying, oh, by the way, this is the actual facts about COVID and vaccinations and this and that. No, it's just capitalizing off of Spotify's quote unquote irresponsibility and mistake for allowing Joe Rogan to speak his mind. And I'm not even a Joe Rogan fan. And when I say I'm not a Joe Rogan fan, I don't have anything against him. I just simply don't have enough knowledge about him to, create a case or a story about like if I'm defending him or not. What I will say is, based off whatever podcast episode he was in, and he was speaking to somebody about, I believe that if you're 21 years old, if you're a young adult, you don't necessarily need to get a vaccine, right? And then everybody's like, whoa, what do you mean, what? And it's just like, and then you get all this pushback and criticism, but it's like, wait a second, did we all forget how to make a decision here? I don't think Joe Rogan is God. I don't think he's the one that determines whether I get a vaccine or not, or whether I want to actually do something about COVID, or whether I'm going to chill in the background. Like, he's just another voice upon millions and billions of other voices that are out there speaking their opinions, right? I mean, you give us the concept of free will, right? You give us the concept of free will, but yet we're not allowed to exercise or use it, right? It's like, if I feel some type of way about XYZ, why is it that if it's not what the consensus thinks, that I'm gonna get freaking, ridiculed and cast down upon, and everyone's just be like, whoa, and everyone's gonna like trample all over me, talking about I don't know anything, I'm insignificant, I'm uneducated, whatever. And it's just like, when did we as a society become big babies, right? Everything nowadays, right, is driven by simple things: sex, trolling, and disrespect. Or in other words, OnlyFans, demon time, and just complete disregard for another individual's like feelings. But yet, we say that we're for your feelings, we're for you, we promote equality and inclusion and this and that. But no, you don't. You do not. Because the moment that somebody says something that goes against your status quo, you're ready to just annihilate them and exterminate them from all existence. When is that the conversation? don't we base an episode, right? Like think about all the publicity that Spotify and Apple Music and whoever else streams Neil Young's music is getting, right? Why not have a conversation about, wow, you know, what drove him to this decision? Or let's talk about this quote unquote COVID misinformation that was being given, or anti-vax, whatever. And it's just like, but that wasn't even the case. It's not like he was explicitly saying, I'm totally against vaccines, whatever the government's promoting, I don't support it. Like, it's not one of those things. It's literally just, hey, I'm an individual. Hey, I made like a millions upon dollar deal with Spotify to have my own personal podcast, exclusive to the platform. And this is what I think. This is what I say. I don't think anyone is being scared or running away from, like, in reality, nobody is actively canceling their Spotify specifically because of Joe Rogan. Like, oh my gosh, screw all of my playlists, screw all of my music, screw everything that I love about my current Spotify subscription. Let me just cancel that and just jump over to Apple Music because, hey, Neil Young's on there. You know what I mean? So what happens when Apple Music makes a mistake? What happens when Apple Music's like, oh, yo, you know, we support vaccines, but, you know, that Pfizer one or that Johnson & Johnson one, I don't really know how I feel about it. And then 24 hours later, you have another artist or another influencer or celebrity speaking out, talking about, I can't believe Apple Music would say that right now. How dare they even think that Pfizer and Johnson & Johnson isn't good enough? I'm taking all of my music, all of my podcasts, everything that I'm all about away from that platform, and I'm gonna switch over to Spotify. And it's just playing back and forth. Spotify, Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube Music, Amazon Music, Google Play Music, which I think is discontinued for YouTube Music, but it doesn't matter because everybody should be allowed their own platform. Please comment below any of your thoughts based off the segment of today. I know you all are probably thinking, what happened to Jeff? He is here, he's still on the channel. He just needed some time off, but there is footage of him I have already. So on the next video, you will indeed see him. He will be back. In fact, here's a preview of the beloved Jeff.
What it do? I'm Jeff.